everyone, welcome back to Design Basics. I'm going to do another card with the Artistic Etchings stamp set, but I am going to move away from the cherry cobbler, do something a little bit different for you. This is going to be more of a collage type stamp card, and I'm only going to really use 2 images. You could use all the images from that stamp set if you wanted to, but I'm going to use the crown, and I'm also going to use the medallion again, and I'm going to use Pink Pirouette this time. I'm going to ink this up. I'm going to put a few of these images on here. I'm going to go ahead and do all my medallions. Then I'll come back and add the crowns. It's okay if they overlap. Now, I do not have the Pear Pizzazz stamp set because when I had an opportunity, stamp pad, when I had an opportunity to order, the stamp pad wasn't available, and I haven't placed another order yet. So I'm just going to use my Pear Pizzazz marker. This is a great way to get, if you don't want to invest in the in-color stamp pads, I have a lot of customers that just get the full set of markers. Then you're not committed. However, now that the in-colors are available for 2 years instead of 1, you might want to go ahead and get the stamp pad and invest in that as well. Especially this one. I really am enjoying this color. I'm just randomly putting some of these on here. Sorry, this is taking a little bit longer. Otherwise, this card's really pretty quick, and you could do this in various colors, of course. You could even put a third color. I'm just doing these 2. I'm going to have a third color in for my base. Now, notice how I've put my crowns on there. I really want to make sure that I have some of them coming off. That's what gives you that collage look where it looks more like a printed piece of paper than having everything centered. You need some place for your eye to go, and it needs to go off the edge. Otherwise, it's confined, and you will wonder why it looks so odd. Okay, so there's my background. And I'm going to layer this on a piece of Pink Pirouette cardstock. And then I cut a piece of Pear Pizzazz cardstock, just plain. And I cut it the same width as the Pink Pirouette. Make sure I get that on there straight. Good way to do that is to put your cardstock on the grid with the edge. Then line up the piece that you're trying to layer with one of the lines on the grid on one edge, and then line it up with that same line on the other side. That could probably be a tiny bit higher. I think it'll work. Okay. Let me close this up so it doesn't dry out. Okay, now I'm going to take a piece of pretty and pink satin ribbon. I'm going to tie that around the Pear Pizzazz. I needed that green to balance out the pink. And I'm going to add some more pink and green in just a second for my focal point, so you'll see again why I needed that. But I can go ahead and add my ribbon. Oh, sorry about the clock. In the background. Okay, now I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this piece. And because it's so large, I'm going to put some dimensionals on all sides. Take these off. Okay, I'm going to lay this on my card. My card is Early Espresso. Yes, I think it's my new favorite chocolate chip. I still really like chocolate chip, though. This has a little bit more of a I guess it's black in it that makes it a little bit deeper and richer. And I really like it with the pink and the green. I think that's fun. Okay, so there's the base of my card. And now I'll show you how I did my focal point. I took a piece of Pretty in Pink. I'm not sure if you can see that. It's real pale. And with Versamark, I stamped the medallion and I embossed it with clear embossing powder. And I'm going to punch it out with my 1 3/4 inch circle punch. I'm just trying to get a good look at this. Make sure I have an even border all the way around. Punch that out. And then dimensionals on it. You can tell I embossed it already on one side and I wasn't happy with it. So I did it again. Okay, so there's my medallion. Now I wanted to create another focal point. So here's what I did. I took a piece of, let me grab a piece and I'll show you. Well, that's vanilla. I wanted to show you how you can get an image using classic ink that's embossed. Here's the best way that I know how to do it, is to take your image, ink it up, stamp it on your cardstock. This just happens to be white. Now you need to clean that image, that stamp. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then take your Stamp-A-Majig. I've already done that over here in the corner. You probably can't see it. It's wet. What I did was I took my Stamp-A-Majig, I put it in the corner, then I inked up my stamp. This is how you always use the Stamp-A-Majig. Put it in the corner, stamp it on there. Then take that, line it up. There's a little bit of a glare, but I can still see it. Now you could do this in ink on this plastic sheet, just if you wanted to help you see to line it up better. It's not a big deal. It's just that when you go to stamp it again, put your positioner back. You're going to ink it up with Versamark this time. Now, that's what gives you the ability then to put your clear embossing powder on and heat set it. Okay, so that's how you can get that classic ink underneath there, so you don't have to have all the craft colors of ink. And then what I did was I stamped it and I cut it out. Can you see the shine from the embossing? I don't know, something about this set makes me think of regalness and royalty, and it seems like it should shine. So I put a dimension on the back of it. I'm going to put it in the center. Oh, center, Sherry. Center of the medallion with another dimensional. And then to add a little bit more of a regal flair, I'm going to use a little rhinestone. I'm going to stick that right in the center of the crown. And there you have it. I thought that was a very soft and sophisticated look for a card. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time for more design basics.